Hello everyone and welcome to Matchbox Memories. Today we're going to go through the new Matchbox Collectors series. There are 5 vehicles there and then we're going to open those 2 5-packs, those 2 old school 5-packs, and then look at a bunch of main lines. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so below, guys. I'm going to be in Mexico next week and I'm going to try and do a quick video while I'm out there in front of the ocean. We'll see how that pans out. Anyways, let's start with this set of Matchbox Collectors. I'm going to start off with the Triumph. I think this is a fantastic casting. I've been really looking forward to opening this. Detail front and back, as you can see. And unfortunately, this series doesn't show all the cars in the series at the back, but there's a licensing, but I did get the whole set, so we shall open all of them. So let's start off with this and then have a look at this vehicle. All right, there it is, guys. Let's have a quick look at the box. Love this old school design and color scheme. All right. British Racing Green. Detailed back and front, as you can see. Plastic base in black. 1969 Triumph TR6 is the model. Right-hand drive, as you would expect. It says TRO. Looks really good. Fabulous. I love this era of vehicles that Matchbox has started to do, and of course it's got the rubber wheels, as you would expect from any collector's series. I think we're going to look at all of these and then just crack them all open in the interest of time. So here we have the 2016 Chevy Camaro. I'm going to open that. At least let's do 2 at a time. And then we have the 1988 Chevy Monte Carlo LS. And I did pull out a few models from previous years of these 2 vehicles that I will also compare with the 2 models we just opened right now. So give me a second while I open those up and let's have a look at them. So I've opened those 2 up and let's have a look at this vehicle first. This is the 1988 Chevy Monte Carlo LS. Rubber wheels. Opening door, and look at the blue interior. It's very, very rare to find a blue interior on any Matchbox or Hot Wheels diecast. And this is sort of a baby blue, which is probably an interior they did in that era. Definitely seen blue interiors, blue leather interiors, and actually blue cloth interiors in cars from that era. So this is fully detailed. Look at the front. It's got this amazing livery on the top and then detail back as well. Fantastic car. This is an interesting one in that it seems to be quite a popular vehicle in the US, but here in Vancouver and in Richmond, it seems to be a bit of a peg warmer, which doesn't make sense to me because I think it's fantastic. But I think it's just a case of demographics and the types of cars that individuals in this area are interested in. But this is an absolutely beast of a vehicle, and I really don't understand why it's a peg warmer because it is just fabulous. And then I've got I think this is the first premium version of it. We have a couple from the Moving Part series that I own. I'm not sure if there are any others that I haven't picked up, so I have it in black. And as you can see, the fronts are detailed, and as are the backs on each of those as well. And I'm just going to move right along here, and now we're going to look at the 2016 Chevy Camaro with the Edelbrock livery. And it says Research and Testing Center. This is the second time they've done this particular car as a premium. It's supposed to have an opening hood here. Let me just see if I can open it. I can't, but... or is it doors? No. Let's have a look at the car real quick and then I'll try and open it. So, detailed back, number plate, Front's done, black interior. It's a really nice casting. Beautiful rubber wheels, and we've seen it as a premium before. And you can see the moving part is the hood there. This one I bought as a Lucy a few weeks ago, so I don't think I've shown you this particular vehicle before. It's also got rubber tires, paid $1 for it, so pretty good deal. $7 car. And then of course we've seen it in Matchbox mainline. I've got these are not mainlines, these are moving parts. There's 4 cars there, and then in the mainline they have it as a convertible, and I've got that in 2 different colors as well. I did try to open the hood, but fortunately it is stuck tight and I don't want to damage the car, so I'm not going to try and open it, but there they are. And let's keep moving along here. So the next 2 vehicles we're going to open is another new casting. This one I am very, very excited for. It is the 2012 Lexus LFA. As you guys know, I drive a Lexus. Mine's an old school 2007 all-wheel drive IS 250. Always had a soft spot for Lexus, and I'm really excited every time I see Matchbox or Hot Wheels being done as a Lexus. So here it is, guys. I'm very, very excited to open that, and I'm going to do so in a few seconds. And then we're also going to find, at least open this Volkswagen T2 bus, which is quite nice as well, and one that I collect. So just to give you an idea of what's in the case, there's only one of the T2 bus. There are 2 Lexus LFAs, and there is one of each of those. All right, so I'm just going to open those up and we'll have a look at them. So I've opened them up and let's just have a look at them. I'm going to start off with the T2 bus. Beautiful livery on it. Nice set of wheels. I don't think I've seen these wheels before, at least in this combination of color. Really, really nice. Good number plate. Look at that, beautiful. This is an absolutely beautiful casting, and this piece might come off. I'm not going to try and pry it out, but it might come off. And look at the interior, it's quite detailed. I wish they colored it. But this is a fantastic vehicle, guys. I might have to get another one. I have to say, this is one of the nicest T2 buses that I have seen. And look at the flowers. The details on this is just absolutely fantastic. And 70th anniversary being represented well. This is just a fabulous casting. Love it. Very, very excited to add that to my collection. And here is that Lexus. This one's got quite a bit of weight to it. So it's got moving part. The doors appear to open. It's got a lot of weight. It's a thick metal base, rubber tires, no thread, but good set of tires. I'm not sure about the angles at the front. I think there could be some improvement in some of the angles on this to make it look a little bit more like the actual vehicle, but it's still not bad. It's not bad. It's quite a wide casting. Hope they do this in a few different colors. There it is. And interestingly, I just tried to give it a bit of a roll, and I realized the tires are not big enough for the vehicle, so you can hear it. See, it's sort of, the bottom scrapes against the wood there. See, the wheels are just not, they're too low. All this is, you can almost see it on camera there. It protrudes above, or it's higher than the wheel. So these pieces are actually scraping against, it's really hard to capture it on video, but trust me when I say it, these metal pieces are actually higher than the wheel. So when you try to push it along, it doesn't go. It's definitely a manufacturing design issue. Matchbox needs to correct it. It's quite disappointing. You spend this much money on a vehicle only to find that, look at that, the wheels barely turn. It's all metal. It's all metal that's getting scraped on these. Quite disappointing. All right, so next we're going to have a look at the 5-packs. There's actually 3 5-packs. I think I just showcased 2, but there's another one somewhere. If I can find it, we're going to open that as well. Okay, so this is a military, like a winter military themed 5-pack. It's quite old. It says Tundra Defense Force. It's a new theme. New theme for, let's see which year this is from. This is from, doesn't seem to have a year on it, but it's quite old. I can just tell from the packaging that it's quite an old, let's see, maybe it's here. 1996, so almost 30 years. Okay, I'm going to open that up and then let's have a look at the vehicles. I'm going to be fairly quick with these. So those are opened, and as you can see, the helicopter lost its window, but I'm pretty sure I can jam that back in there and it's going to fit. It's easy enough. We've seen different versions of this helicopter over the last few unboxings that I have done. This one is made in Thailand. The official name of this casting is Mission Helicopter, and of course it's not a licensed vehicle, and it does have that extending piece there. Next we have this transport vehicle. You can see there's some rust, some form of rusting on these. It's unfortunate. I'm always scared with these, just you know, add them to boxes with other clean Matchbox. I'm always a little wary that this rusting will catch on to some of my other vehicles, so got to be extra careful with it. Good casting again. I've always liked this casting. Sort of a missile launch vehicle, an army tank. It does rotate. It's quite tight, but it does rotate. I really did like the army tanks when I was a kid, but they were completely different scale from these Matchbox. Abraham's main battle tank. So I'm not sure if that's, it might be a licensed vehicle. I'm not 100% sure. Here's a Hummer. Definitely collect this one. Yeah, always happy to add another Hummer to my. And of course this one's got a moving part, which is quite nice. Nice little touch to it. This one seems to be launching an airplane, and surprisingly, these rubber bands have really held up well for 30 years, almost 30 years. Usually they've melted onto the vehicle. You can see that same, it's a form of rusting. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's a bit, doesn't seem right to me. Anyways, that is another nice vehicle. I quite like it, like the color scheme, like the theme on these particular vehicles. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I'm not going to compare them to other vehicles that I do have in my collection in the interest of time. I forgot to put this one out, but I really want to open it because quite frankly I don't have space to keep it boxed. But another military themed 5-pack. This seems, you know, this is from that Hero City line that Matchbox did, I think in the early 2000s. There are some nice vehicles from this particular era, but this particular 5-pack, it's from 2003, so early 2000s, I was right. But this one just doesn't capture my imagination. I think it's great for kids, but really not really the theme that I go for in my collection, but there are certain castings that I do collect, so I will add it to them. So let's open this up as well. All right, so that is, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to have a look at the vehicles very, very quickly here. It's got some interesting numbers and a globe on there. I'm not sure what this vehicle is supposed to be, but nevertheless, quite imaginative and bright colored. Armored response vehicle. It's a helicopter of sorts. Moving part. They really love this helicopter in that oh, and look at this, there's a hook. Oh, that lowers actually. I think it lowers and moves the blades. Very smart. Interesting design. Never knew that. Look at that. And this one's called Airlift. Here's that same vehicle we just looked at from the other 5-pack. Transporter vehicle. Plastic plane. Another army tank. These tanks have some serious weight to them. Bradley M2 fighting vehicle. Made in China. Lots of weight to it. The radar plane. Moving parts. That looks actually quite good. Look at that. Fantastic design. I think it's one that I was going to say it lands on water, but it's got wheels, so pretty sure it doesn't. All right, there they are, guys. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. Okay, I'm just going to keep chugging along. Oh, we have one more 5-pack. I totally forgot about it. There it is. And yeah, this doesn't have a a name to it. It's sort of a roadworks type theme from everything I can see. Quite a few castings that I collect, so I'm happy to open this and add these cars to my collection. You can see there's a bit of damage to the box. I think it says 2007. Yeah, 2007 license. Okay, without any further ado, I'm just going to open it and have a look at the vehicles. All right, so there are the vehicles, guys. I have opened them up. Let's look at them one by one. I'm not sure what that says. It's Giri's Auto Repair, maybe. El Camino SS. Always happy to add El Caminos to my collection. This is a 70s Chevy El Camino in orange. Detailed back. Black interior and a detailed front. Look at that. All the bells and whistles. I love transporters, so I'm always happy to add them. This one says Eddie's Tow Service. Not sure why they have this perforation on the glass and they sort of carry it across. Delivery truck is the official name of this. Oh, it's got a moving part that does lower to bring the card into the truck or load it up onto the truck. Decent set of wheels. Quite nice for a fantasy vehicle. Here's a tow truck that I'm excited to add to my collection. I do already have one, but it was missing the tow hook and had a bit of damage to it. So clean version's always good. And I'm very, very happy to add this casting to my collection. Not a licensed vehicle. Actually, no, it is. It's a GMC Wrecker. So it is a licensed vehicle. My bad. I love this casting as well. This one says BF Goodrich, take control, pit side service. Ford panel van, and it's got the ladders on top there. It's quite nice. Nice set of wheels. Wish they've detailed the front though. Here's a vehicle I collect. This is a fantasy vehicle. This one is Cargo Couriers petroleum-based liquid recycling. I've got quite a few cars in this Cargo Couriers theme now, and I've got probably a dozen different versions of this particular vehicle, the utility truck from 2006, and I'm just going to show you those really quickly. All right, so just opened it up, and you can see I've got quite a few different versions of this truck. There are 2 other yellow versions, and this one's going to look perfect in there. So I've got 15 different versions of this particular vehicle, and there's still probably another half dozen that I'm still to collect. So seems like one that Matchbox likes to do over and over again. It is not licensed, so it doesn't cost them a lot of money, but it's kind of an interesting vehicle, and it's always good to find vehicles that have a theme or different themes to it, different advertising on them. And even though it's a fantasy vehicle, I quite like this particular casting. All right, so we're down to just some main lines. I'm going to do 6 or 7 vehicles at a time, so let's just have a look at some and then open them up. So here we have the Austin FX4 Taxi. I've got a few different versions of this. I've not opened the white one, and I'm excited to do so. This one is from 2007. Then we have this Peterbilt cement truck, so licensed vehicle. This one's quite old. It's probably from the early 2000s or late 90s. 1997. It's also nice. I have a different version of it for this one. Same truck. From 1994. That one's over 30 years or almost 30 years. Then we've got this BMW. What is it? BMW 850i. I do have a damaged version of it, so I'm happy to have this clean version. Not the most exciting color, but still quite a nice casting. I might have to do a custom with the version I have has some damaged paint, so I'll probably just do a nice custom out of it. This one's quite old as well. 1993, so 30 years old. And I'm not sure if this is the Mattel era or the Tyco era. Not seeing Tyco or Mattel on this. Let's have a look here. Anyways, I'm gonna move right along. Then I happen to pull up Hot Wheels. This is a 69 Corvette. I love this casting. I'm just gonna open that as well. Just randomly there. We have a Cadillac. Oh, this is an Escalade. Cadillac Escalade. There you go. Side livery. Unfortunately, the back and the front are not done, but I do love these Cadillac Escalades, and I plan on collecting all of them. So there's that, and then different era. We have the Super Lift Ford F350. Super Duty. I saw a real version of it, and I have to tell you guys, this is a humongous vehicle in real life. Just saw it the other day. It's just absolutely a monster when you look at it. It's from 2013. I'm going to open that. Okay, so I'm going to open those up, and then we'll have a look at the rest of them. I just took the BMW out of the box, and I did find that this is from the Tyco era. You can see it right there, Tyco Toys. So 1993, Matchbox still belonged to Tyco. All right, guys, I've opened those up. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I'm just going to spend a few more seconds on this Super Duty Ford F350 Super Duty. Just a fabulous casting. It's like the 4th or 5th version of it that I have in my collection. I've only got one other version that's open. It's this blue one, Arctic Recon 3, and I found it at a charity store, so I'm not sure if it's a mainline. I'm not sure if it comes out of a 5-pack. But nevertheless, just a fantastic casting. I really like it. They display really well, and yeah, they're just amazing. Okay, there's 2 cement trucks. Very flimsy plastic. Very flimsy plastic. Made in China. Beautiful design, but I have to say the plastic on this is terrible. Same, very flimsy plastic again, but do love this casting. I wish Matchbox brings back this casting. It's just fabulous. They could make a whole bunch of different vehicles with it. It's licensed. Just a great toy. I think kids would love it. Okay, here's that BMW from the Tyco era. Moving parts. Metal base. Made in Thailand. Blue interior. I just said we don't see too many blue interiors. There we go. 2 in one day. Front's unfortunately not detailed. I like my BMWs. I'm going to be happy to add this one to my collection. Here's a taxi. Front and back are not detailed, but it does have the side livery. The infamous London taxi. And here's the Cadillac Escalade with the side livery, but unfortunately the front and back are not done. But still quite a nice casting. And then last but not least is this Hot Wheels vehicle that I just opened. I love this casting. I've always been a huge fan of it. I think it looks really good with the chrome interior. Anyways, not going to spend too much time on it. We're just going to keep moving along. All right, let's have a look at some more cars here, some more mainlines. This is a 1956 Ford pickup. I love this casting. I've got it in a few different colors now. Oops. Of course, it takes a tumble, but this era of Matchbox was quite hardy, so no damage to it. From 2005, got some good weight to it. Gonna open that. We're gonna crack open this 4x4 Chevy van. Got a few different versions of it now. I really like this van in the 4x4 look. Lifted, but looks amazing. From 2006. Moving parts vehicle from 2004, the Honda S2000. Gonna open that. I just got this. This is the first time I found this blue version. I do have the other versions, including the Sriracha version of this. Sriracha hot sauce, I should say, version of it that I absolutely love that I haven't opened yet. But this one is being opened today. The Subaru Samba truck. It's very cute. Unfortunately, the front is not detailed, but the back looks fabulous. And this one's from 2019. Another Ford Crown Victoria. This one says Gold Rush. It's a taxi. We treat you like royalty. My kind of taxi service. 2010. Not sure what this is. This one says all-terrain crane. I think it might be the first version of it that I have. Beautiful set of colors, the green and the orange. I love the packaging. For a vehicle that's not licensed, it's quite nice. It's from the 60th anniversary year. It's got a 2012 licensing on it. And then here's this Porsche. We've seen it before. I just didn't have 2 of them. So I'm opening this up. I'm gonna add this to my Porsche collection. We've seen it before, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. This is from this year. So let's open those up and have a look at the vehicles. All right, so I've opened those vehicles up. You can see this particular one has a moving part. This goes up and down. Quite a nice feature to it. Quite solid plastic. It's a made in Thailand. All-terrain crane. It's actually a really nice fantasy vehicle. Quite like it. All right, let's look at the Honda S2000. Gold rims. 2004 Honda S2000. That looks really good, doesn't it? Look at the engine. Good detailing. Very, very nice moving parts vehicle. Oh, thought it was a nick, but it's just a piece of dust. Good details on the back, good details on the front. I love the plastic piece. That's the inclusion for the lights. That's a really, really nice vehicle. Look at that. Very, very nice. 56 Ford pickup. The Chevy van 4x4. Matchbox, dependable quality since 1953. Become a collector and discover treasures as small as a matchbox. There you go, guys. It's official now. Love it. Here's that Crown Victoria. I love collecting this casting. There's a few more that I still have to collect. We've looked at my other versions of this several times. I'm not gonna look at it on this video, but I'm sure I'll find another version soon, and then we will have a look at all of them. Red interior, some nice graphics. Back's not detailed. Front's got the plastic piece as an inclusion, which I always like that in my castings. Here's the Porsche 911. This is one of my favorite Porsche castings. Not a big fan of those lights though. That does look awful, doesn't it? Moving part, it's got the doors that open, plastic base. It's like a $7 or $8 car, but it still has these rubber tires. They feel like plastic tires to me. Quite disappointing, but nevertheless, good detailing at the back. Really not a fan of the lights though. And here's the Subaru Samba. Unfortunately, the front's not detailed, but still, fantastic little car. Look at that. Little truck, I should say. It's too bad. I mean, such a tiny little vehicle. How hard is it for Matchbox to detail the front on it? There they are, guys, and then we've got a few more to open. Let's do that right away. All right, next set of vehicles. Start off with this Dodge Magnum with the amazing surfboard on the roof rack. Unfortunately, the front and the back is detailed, but the front isn't. You can see the detailing there. Actually, maybe it's just side detailing. Yeah, it's just side detailing. It's got the wood panel, which is nice. This is a nice vehicle. Just needs to be detailed. Dodge Magnum from 2008. We've got a Holden UTE SSV. Once again, the front's not detailed, neither is the back, but there's some side livery on it, like this card. That's from 2012. 2017 Jeep Gladiator, we just saw that in orange in a 5-pack in 2023. So this is the first green version of it that I have. It's from 2016. Another Jeep. This one's a Jeep Concept with the Treasure. See if we got that Vacation. It would really suck if we did, because it would have expired a long time ago. So this is from 2004. If I win it, I'm going to call Matchbox up and see if they would honor the Vacation. Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. Got a few of these. It's quite nice, quite a heavy vehicle from 1999. So I'm going to open those up, guys, and let's have a look at them. So we didn't win the Vacation, guys. We won a sticker. I'm not sure if it's a tattoo, but this is what we won in the packaging. Let's have a look at that Concept Jeep first. Jeep Concept, I should say. It says Canyon on it. Pretty sure it doesn't have an interior. It's hard to see. Jeep Gladiator. Look at that, details. No detailing at the front, but it does have detailing at the back. Jeep Gladiator from 2017. It's a beautiful casting. Spare tire. Look at that detailing and interior there. It's very nice. The G-Wagon Mission Satellite Top Secret. Mercedes-Benz 280 GE. Very nice. Made in China, so quite old. Holden UTE. Rock and Rescue. Australia's Mountain Adventure Specialist. Never heard of them. Red interior. No detail at the front or the back. This is probably my favorite vehicle from those 6 we just opened. Sadly, the front's not detailed, but this is just an absolutely fantastic vehicle. Love it. Dodge Magnum. Yeah, this is probably a $10 or $15 car, I bet. Not an easy one to find. And it's going to look fabulous next to my other Dodge Magnum station wagon. Alright guys, last 6 vehicles. Going to try and keep this video under 40 minutes. First we have a dirt hauler from 2007. Another dirt hauler also from 2007. We got a GMC Pterodyne. Not my favorite casting, but one I've recently started to collect. We have a Groundbreaker. I love this casting. I think it's really cool. From 2008. And then we have a Dodge Viper GTSR. Fortunately, the front and back are not detailed on this. This one is from 2011. And finally, a vehicle I already have, but my version's damaged, so I'm happy to open this one up. A Toyota Tacoma Lifeguard theme from 2013. So I'm going to open those up quickly, have a look at them, and call it a day. There they open, guys. Just a quick look at it. Look at the cars. It's Groundbreaker. It's a quite nice vehicle. It's got a slightly moving part, doesn't move too much, but it does move. It's really nice. Dodge Viper. Palms Exotic Rentals. Would have been nice if the front and the back were detailed. Toyota Tacoma. Sadly, the front and back are not detailed again, but still quite a nice vehicle. Toyota Tacoma. GMC Pterodyne. Not a huge fan of the lines of this particular vehicle. Look at that. It looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? Not sure what the real vehicle looks like, but this certainly looks really, really awkward. And then finally the two haulers with the moving part that flips open, dumps the dirt or the gold or the rocks or whatever it is it's carrying. Dump truck. Different version of it. That's it, guys. Have a fantastic rest of the week. I will be flying off to Mexico to attend a friend's wedding later in the week. I'm going to try and do a video while I'm there. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to like the video as well. Thanks.